So let's see if that does work. Yeah, Philip can't join us because he's busy today, but we'll just get straight onto it. And so yeah, I had lots of meetings. I had a meeting this morning actually with Kyber Swap because the liquidity just isn't really happening that much on Camelot, and they're good, like really professional and awesome, but just wanted to see what other options there are for more integrations, and Kyber's starting to roll out APIs and things like that, so we can and they're rolling out this Zap thing, so we'll be able to implement them into our interface a lot easier. I'm not saying we're going to go with them, but I just wanted to see what was out there and have a chat with them and stuff. Because I know, like we talked last week about building the interface so that people can borrow and add that to the liquidity pool pretty seamlessly. So that might be an option. It doesn't have to be, but it's good to have a chat. And thanks, George, for lining that up. Yeah, so I'll hand it over to you.
Yeah, so the focus for me last week and also this week is getting the version 2 of the smart vaults released, which will allow users to swap one collateral that's in their smart vault for another available collateral. And yes, I'm kind of halfway through that. I think I should be finished developing it today, so I hope I can release it we can do like a testnet release tomorrow maybe, and test it out on the front end, depending on how much Zach's done on that. And then yeah, hopefully everything should be all right to release that by the end of the week. There's like a couple of complications with it. One being kind of trying to do the swap estimates before. So when a user has entered that they want to swap, I don't know, 0.5 ETH for wrap Bitcoin, like getting an estimate for how much wrap Bitcoin they're going to receive. But I think that should be fine for the mainnet. Doesn't work very well for the testnet version because the testnet Uniswap contracts aren't very good.
Oh man, it's so hard doing that stuff. I remember, it's really tricky, isn't it, to do?
And it's like everything. All the mainnet contracts for Uniswap are so good, so you presume that when you integrate everything, it's going to be fine. But it's annoying when you can't really test everything properly on testnet because the testnet contracts, they seem to just sort of redeploy them all the time. There's different addresses for the same kind of contracts.
Right.
But I feel confident that we should be able to test it well enough with the testnet ones, just not being able to test. We won't be able to test the sort of price estimates.
Yeah.
But I think it should be fine.
Okay, cool. Man, I'm looking forward to testing it. That's really exciting.
Yeah, the only other issue is that there's basically no liquidity for Pax Gold on auction. But
I know.
I mean, that's not really our problem, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to hook up, if anyone's listening to this and's got connections to Pax, because I've been reaching out to them, but they're a bit hard to get hold of. So, yeah, we might need to go with another gold token supplier. Maybe we can put that through the community Thorex to get a vote. Yeah, we had a meeting, just a FYI, guys, and this goes out to Xanatas as well, is that we talked to the Snapshot guys about their OSNAP thing, which basically allows you to have your safe vault attached to a voting mechanism, and we can vote on something, and then the community can vote, and whatever the outcome of the vote is, it'll automatically sign a transaction for the budget assigned to it and send that budget out to the right address that's predetermined. So it's pretty useful way of, and it's really quite easy to set up as well. And maybe you sort of, have the lion's share of the treasury in a different vault that's not attached to that, just in case. But it might be a good way to start to decentralize out further. But yeah, I don't know what brought me onto that, but anyway, it'd be really awesome to test your handiwork there, Ewan. Excellent.
Yeah, so I guess that'll be available to test by tomorrow. So I'll let you know how you can do that.
Excellent.
I guess we can hear from Zach about the front end.
Oh wow, so cool. All right, I'm very excited about that. I hand it over to Moons.
So last week was working on some more of like the user flow stuff, like the borrow prompt pop-up thing that we got going on in the back. That is just waiting on confirmation of the numbers and everything from you, Josh.
Okay.
As mentioned, we discussed that last week in like the Discord channels. Other than that, I've almost finished with like the prototype front end bit ready for when Ewan passes off the just let me know what the fields the words. The prototype swap functionality on the V2 vaults. There we go. Get it all out in one set. Yeah, just waiting for when Ewan finishes his sets and like hands that off to me so I can start getting it actually working with like live contract bits.
Yeah, awesome. It'd be really interesting, Ewan, to get your take on what you think the front end should look like in terms of users upgrading to the V2 versions of our vaults.
Actually, I meant to talk about that. I think, well, firstly, it's not, well, I mean, I think the best we can do is just offer a guide for how to people to do it, because actually trying to make the vaults themselves like sort of self-upgradable is going to introduce, it's just going to, I don't know, it's going to require adding so many things to the vaults where it kind of allows you to move all the collateral from one thing to another. It's going to be changing like the vault address that each token is affiliated with. I mean, it would be possible not for this upgrade, for a future one, but I also feel a bit uncomfortable with like sort of how much kind of permission you give this feature to control like the vaults and all the collateral. Just like feels a bit dodgy.
I wonder if there's something we can do with the NFT side, like if it generates like a new wallet address and it just sends the NFT to the new wallet address, even though it's all inside the same, or something like that, sort of
like changes you mean like with the new vault address changes the NFT?
Yeah, like you can just send the NFT of the vault to a new address or something. I don't know. It's a bit tricky because it generates an address.
Yeah, but you still have to you still have the issue of like transferring all the debt from one vault to the other, transferring all the collateral from one vault to the other.
Yeah.
It's just yeah.
Well,
I'll get this testnet version of the swapping out tomorrow, so we can start testing that, and then that still gives me some time before the end of the week to kind of think about what it might look like if we did the upgrading thing. right now, I think it's just makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. Like it's just like the simpler smart contracts are the better in terms of not
Totally.
introducing vulnerabilities.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And this just feels a bit dodgy, but yeah, we have a couple of days to think about it before we'll release this version 2.
Yeah, if we can come up with a very nice UX way of dealing with it, where when people open up a new vault, they choose which version, and obviously it sort of defaults to the latest version, and we just put in each vault what version vault that is and what features it has, and I don't know.
Well, yeah, so after we've done the upgrading, every new vault will be version 2. Like there won't be a way to create an old vault.
Right.
What we can do is when someone's, I don't know, I think there's probably something we can do in the front end to streamline it. Like if someone deploys a V2 vault and they have V1 vaults, just be like, you have this, we can, I don't know, try and prompt them to transfer all the collateral from one to the other, something. I don't know, something to think about maybe in the next couple of sprints.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, excellent. All right. So Moons, was that was it from you? Or did you have more gold?
Nope, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Excellent. I'll hand it over to Xanatas.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm on the street.
Yeah, but loud and clear, and that perfect noise cancelling that Discord offers is working well too.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to see. There was some things with the euro price, right, Josh?
Yeah, it's just slightly under at the moment.
Yeah, it's like I guess we have a bit of a sell pressure.
Yeah.
Because naturally, if people, I guess it's like a bit of a one-way street right now, where if people take out loans in Euro S, then they want to convert it to USDC, right?
Yeah.
And the more people we have doing that, the more that is. I think we need to work on an incentive for people to actually do the reverse.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the kind of fees we can actually implement. Or something.
Well,
I need to think about something.
Yeah, we can definitely we could definitely market the fact that it's slightly below the peg, so it's cheaper to pay back your debt right now.
Yeah. I was thinking about some kind of fee that sort of incentivizes people to buy Euro S, or some kind of staking mechanism to buy cheap Euro S and stuff. I don't know, something extra.
Yeah, like the end goal is that we'll, and this is in the roadmap, we talked about it last week a little bit, where the users can tick a flag, and if they've the most highly leveraged vaults will automatically start paying themselves off if there's a peg slip, so that they can pay themselves off cheaper and stuff, and that would automatically buy back Euro S and stuff. So I think that's a really cool mechanism, but it'll take a while to implement.
Yeah, because with other protocols like MakerDAO or something, they don't have infinite time, right? Because there's an interest rate. So people are incentivized to buy back DAI.
Yeah.
And since we don't have a time-based interest rate, maybe we can have another mechanism that sort of incentivizes that.
Yeah, well, we've got the burn fee. We could drop the burn fee certain times and bring it in at certain times as well.
Yeah, but I think it needs to be time bound.
Right.
I mean, there's two options. Either we make people have a really good incentive to supply USDC and Euro as liquidity in the first place,
Yeah.
or an incentive for buying Euro S, even though you don't get a loan, just buy and hold it.
Well, I'm working a
Buy it
lot.
cheap.
This was I just mentioned to the other guys. I had a really great meeting with Kyber Swap, which is another DEX, about incentivizing and structuring, and they're building out APIs and stuff. So that might be a better option than Camelot, because Camelot's a bit tricky at the moment. I know that they're building stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, make it as easy as possible for users to borrow and put that liquidity into the liquidity pool.
Yeah. Regarding the Pax Gold question, it's not something we can control. If Pax doesn't want an Arbitrum, we cannot. If we have more coins, some of these coins we have in the vault will be liquid, some others not. It's just how it is.
Yeah, I was just raising it. I wasn't saying that's something we need to deal with.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's nice that we have Pax Gold and people can swap it and do it and whatnot. But if there's no liquidity, how does it actually work with the price feed? Oracle it's not coming from the Arbitrum network, is it?
The price feed for Pax
Yeah,
Gold?
if I deploy a Pax Gold on Arbitrum, the price of Pax Gold is not taken from the Arbitrum network, is it?
In the vaults?
Yeah.
It's taken from the Chainlink data.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
No, it's not that we are not. If there's really low liquidity on Pax Gold on Arbitrum,
Oh, we're not determining it from like the exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that's all it.
Excellent. All right, George.
So last week I sent out the newsletter to the email subscribers. If you're not subscribed already, feel free to subscribe on the website. So we sent out the bi-weekly newsletter last week, which included some further details in regards to the Chainlink stuff, the build program, and so check it out. In terms of other sort of business development stuff, we had a meeting with Koala Wallet as we look to integrate into wallets. So we had a meeting with them, Koala Wallet, who were the makers of Coinomi Wallet. So they've started a new one called Koala Wallet. So we had a meeting with them. We'll continue to discuss in the coming week. We had the Twitter Spaces also on Gamma, with Gamma on our Twitter Spaces. As well as that, we also had an interview. Josh had an interview with Mikhail, who is part of the core team in Certic, the auditors. So that's now on YouTube. We've just reposted on Twitter, so you can check that out as well. And we are speaking with DeFi in regards to our integration of their widget, which we've already done, but we're going to sort of do an announcement and arranging AMAs on both sides. And we've been tweeted about by Arbitrum accounts in regards to us sort of being one of the fastest growing TVLs on Arbitrum. Not in regards to actual maybe amount, but in terms of our percentage increase has been very good in the last couple of weeks. So some more traction over there as well. Regarding this week, we have a lot of meetings with Chainlink in regards to the build program. So all marketing stuff and just thinking about the next steps on the build program. And we've got a couple meetings with other protocols, one including Plena Finance, which is a self-custodial wallet Arbitrum. So we'll discuss potential integration with those guys as well.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's really exciting, all that stuff. Well done, George, for keeping track of it, and that newsletter was excellent. All right, Thorex, anything from your end?
Yeah, I don't have anything new to share from the community. But yeah, hey Philip, a guy named Van Dagen contacted me in the Telegram, and he's saying he's from a group called Crypto Invest in Berlin, and he's trying to contact with you for a possible meeting after a few days. So I think it's important to let you know. Yeah, hope you will look at it.
All right. So Philip, check your DMs. Excellent. All right. Well, thanks very much, everybody, and we'll see you guys online.
Right.
Cheers,
See ya.
guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I
Bye.